Hello foodies. So today I said, what can I eat this afternoon? It's actually a Sunday afternoon. So I thought of, I have a fish, a catfish, some fresh pepper. Don't worry, I won't bore you with any ingredient that you don't have at home. I promise I'm going to be bringing you easy meals that you can prepare from with simple ingredients that you have in your kitchen. So now I say, okay, sure barbecue fish. I brought out the catfish I have. I gave it a clean scrub using lemon, as you can see in the video. So I wash it thoroughly. After I finish washing the body, I use the knife to cut open the gill parts to take the gills out, because I don't want any of that to disturb the seasoning of my fish. After I've succeeded in taking it out, I rinse it thoroughly. I want to retain that fat, because that fat go na be the ururu say what we still need from the fish, omega fat. So I try to trim the whiskers, or what? Whiskers, whatever. Help me put the name in the comment section. I make sure I trim the whiskers and the fins. You see, this particular fins is what the catfish uses to injure somebody when you try to pick them from the pond or river. That's a bit hard, so I think I have to cut that one using my knife. Now I have finished. After I finish washing it and trimming out the head, bones and the fins, I'll pat it dry with a kitchen towel. If you don't have a kitchen towel, you can put it on a strainer, into a strainer for the water to drain completely. I'm using the kitchen towel to remove the water so that there will be no water. I can actually season the fish, and the water will not remove it from the body of the fish. That's the essence of that kitchen towel. So I'll try to make some incision, like slicing it like this on both parts of the body. You slice it nice and firmly as shown in the video, just like that. You do the same thing to the other side. When you are finished doing the same thing to the other side, this is the cube seasoning, then pepper, thyme, and garlic powder. I'll mix it all together with some salt. So I'll mix it together. I don't want to use my bare hand because that pepper is very spicy. You know atajosi. Yes, so that's atajosi. So I remember I have to put on my glove to do that. So I'll season that. I'll rub it onto the fish. So after you have succeeded in mixing everything together, you take it in bits and rub it nice and neatly on the fish. Make sure you put it inside the hole that you have cut onto the body of the fish. So don't forget that, like I said, I'm an healthy eating life coach. So I don't do more of Maggi. As a matter of fact, I'm trying as much as possible to do away with it. At times I cook my meals without adding Maggi, but you know, I've got children and my husband, of course. So you rub it generously onto the body of the fish. You wouldn't let it be too much, because too much of everything, like I used to say, is bad. For this fish, you rub it in, rub everywhere that needs to be rubbed, and make sure it's not too salty. Don't forget, we are still going to make the pepper mix for the fish. So we'll rub this one in and allow it to marinate for some time, for some minutes. After that has been done nicely and neatly, we'll set it aside. So you put in the pepper, atarudu, that is Scotch bonnet or habanero, whatever name you want to call it, atarudu, some onion, ginger, and garlic. I wash them thoroughly under clean water. Thereafter, I put it into the blender and allow it to blend. So in a pan on fire, I added in my sunflower oil. If you have vegetable oil, feel free to use it. I use sunflower or olive oil cooking most of the time. So after you have added your oil into the pan, I don't want the oil to be too much. This is exactly enough for what I needed to do for the pepper mix. So I go in with the onions, already sliced onion that I separated aside. So while the onion is heating up in the pan, I'll stir You stir it. After stirring the onion for some time, you go in with the pepper mix, the rough blended pepper mix into the mixture. Allow the pepper to cook for like 15 minutes. So when the pepper has cooked for 15 minutes, it will look like this. Don't forget that I said I don't like doing too much, or I'm very intentional about my head. So I'm going in with 2 cubes of seasoning. Don't forget we've used 1 on the fish. So I'm going in with 2. I don't understand why that one is so hard. Then I put in some blended cloves into the pepper mix that is cooking on fire. So you allow it to cook. Stir continuously because we don't want it to get burnt. So after that, you go in with salt. Stir in your salt also. Allow it to combine into the pepper mix. So while we are stirring it, this is like another 5 minutes going on with the pepper mix until you fry it, until you see oil separating on its own from the sauce. So I go on with some fresh rosemary leaf and some fresh thyme leaf. So if you have dry one, feel free to use whatever herbs you've got at home. For me, this is what I have at home at the moment. So I'm making do with what I have. As you can see in this video, the oil is separated from the sauce, which means that otijina, it done done. It done what? It done done. Easy peasy. No stress, no string attached. Then after, you set it away from the fire or remove it from the fire. So get a foil paper like this one, kitchen foil. So in this case, after I put the foil paper down, I'll go in with I'll put my baking paper, white baking paper on it. If you don't have a baking paper like this, you can use, say a brown wrapping paper that we used to wrap book in those days. I can't say if you can actually use it with it. I don't think it's actually edible, but you don't need to worry. If it's only kitchen foil that you have, use it like that. So I put my baking paper on top. Then I started coating the fish with the sauce. Don't forget that we have already seasoned the fish to marinate for some few minutes while we're frying the sauce. So just put the pepper in, try to rub everything into the agbari that your gills jadi. You rub everything in, allow it to coat it. Then you do it for the other side as well. For the other side, rub it in very well. So after we are finished rubbing the sauce on it, we'll gently wrap it in. You wrap like this. You close all the loose ends because you don't want all those juice from the sauce to escape while the fish is cooking in the oven. The best barbecue fish that you can actually enjoy eating is the one that is being grilled on a charcoal fire, on firewood. Unfortunately today I couldn't set up a firewood or charcoal fire, so I'm going to bake this in my kitchen oven at 200 degrees for 30 minutes. So I'll place it in the preheated oven. That one is cooking. I need to make some salad that will go with my barbecue fish. In the Niger Delta, barbecue fish is mostly being served with is either roasted plantain with salad or what have you. They actually go with anything. They are the best barbecue fish griller in Nigeria as far as I'm concerned. I don't know of another place anyway. So I brought out my cabbage. I already washed them. As you can see, shred it into the sizes I want. If you like, you can make it thinner like this one. So shred your, after you finish cutting this cabbage, then you dice the apple too. You take out the core from the apple as shown in the video. If you like, you can peel the back of the apple. You can as well leave it in. For this recipe, I actually leave it in. I don't get time to cut the back today. So put it in the bowl where you already had the cabbage. So after that, you take your onion, remove the core of the onion too and dice it. Tomato, I mean, dice it. So you put it in the bowl too, where we're already plating everything. Then after the tomato, what next? The carrots. I actually did not want to shred the carrots using the cabbage, so I'm using my knife to still cube it. So you cube the carrot as well, just like this. Then you add it into the bowl, just like that. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that color. Wow, so nice. After that, you take your cucumber and then you slice it like that, tiny, and cube it too. If you like, you can peel the back and remove the core too. But in this process, I'm eating everything. I'm not peeling, I'm not removing the core, dicing everything to go into my salad. So you put it into the bowl where we already added all the other veggies, just like this. Wow, it's looking nice, isn't it? So in a plate like this, I want to mix the cream to go with my salad. So I'm using Greek style yogurt. Like this, you can use any yogurt you like, but I'm using a thick Greek yogurt like this one, 2 tablespoonfuls of Greek yogurt. So after that, I'll go in with some salad cream, 2 tablespoons of salad cream too, into the Greek yogurt, as you can see. I'm going with some salt, some little dash of salt, like that. After the salt, I'm putting some dashes of lemon juice into the mixture. Top it up with some black pepper. Then you mix, give it a quick mix. Then you spread it on our vegetables, just like this. Oh, lovely. Lovely, lovely dovey. Then you mix the salad together, just as shown in the video. Just like this. After you have mixed it very well, like that, everything is combined. You top it up with some dry parsley leaves. Ta-da! There you have the salad to go with the grilled fish. So after we have set the salad aside, now let's check on our fish that is grilling away in the oven. Now let's check on it. Ooh, look at the steam that is oozing from it. Isn't that lovely? Ooh, the fish is ready as well. So in case you don't like it from being too wet like this, if you still want it to be dry, and you want the fish to be dry, you just pierce some holes onto the cling film like that, as I'm doing in that video. Pierce the nylon, the foil, the whatever it is you use to wrap the fish, so that when you put it back to grill, it can drain some of the excess water, just like that. So you put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. After that, you bring it out, and ta-da, it's ready to be served. For me, this is okay. And there you have your grilled barbecue fish. Sorry, off camera, I roasted some plantain to go with it. There you have your grilled barbecue fish. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Turn up your notification for yummy recipe. Bye.